Explodes on 6, and welcome to the Seraptek dynasty. Yes!
Alright.
I've been hard at work painting all of this. This has been in under a month. I've painted all of this stuff.
Nick, how late were you staying up last night?
It was like,
to get ready for this battle report for the fans.
I hope my wife doesn't hear this, but it's like 3:15 in the morning.
3:15 a.m.
I was finishing up.
What time did you tell your wife you went to bed?
Oh, she called probably around like 9:30, and so.
Dedication to the hobby.
So I'm
sacrifice your relationship.
Sacrifice, yeah. That's oh jeez, but they are complete, and I am very excited to use them. Brand new army for me. I've not used a new army since probably the end of 7th edition when I decided to take up Admech. So this is fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. So as you guys can tell, this is going to be Nick's foray into Necrons. He'll be going up against his Imperial Knights, which I will be playing as.
Yes.
I made sure to write down as many of the stats as I could so I wouldn't forget some of the stuff that Knights can do, so that way it's going to be a good game to watch. Today, we're going to be doing an Eternal War mission. We're going to be doing Vital Intelligence. We'll go over the rules in a little more detail, but essentially the objective markers are kind of statically employed. We don't really decide where they go. And the other thing that makes this one different is it has the capture the data mechanic, which is just at the start of the turn we roll a dice, and then if it's a 6, all the objective markers are worth 2 points, and then any other number depending on which number corresponds to which objective is worth 2 points. So should be a good game. Not going to be too model heavy for either of us. Obviously Knights don't have too much going on in terms of their model count, and you have a special addition to your
my pride and joy. Actually, the very first Necron model I ever painted, I decided to just go just all in, and this is the brand new Seraptek Construct. Yeah, we'll talk more about him later and some cool things I can do with him.
But when Nick gets into something new, he goes all out.
I do go all out.
He gets the big kid.
I got the bug. I got the Necron bug, man. He's a gorgeous model. He was a pleasure to put together and to paint. And give him his little pose, like he strikes him. And then,
and just for our map deployment too, just so I don't forget, we'll be doing a hammer and anvil setup. So this is going to be a really straightforward into the fray kind of game.
I like those games. It's very simple to keep track of all the objectives. It's rather worth 1 point each, unless if we roll.
We won't have to be dealing with any maelstrom of war, secret agendas,
don't even,
or anything like
that.
Don't
even talk to me about that, Bill.
So, all right, cool. So with that said, we'll go right into the layout of Nick's Necron army, and then Nick's Imperial Knight army.
Yes.
Tell us what your custom Necron dynasty consists of.
So this is the Seraptek dynasty. Battalion is going to be run as Seraptek, and for the warlord, it is going to be Setun Ka, the Lord of the Oasis. He's going to use the rules for Imhotep the Stormlord. So that means he's going to have the Staff of the Destroyer. He's counting as that model right now. And then he is also going to have hyper-logical strategies. He's got a bunch of fun rules, and I'm pretty excited to use them. He is kind of difficult to learn, but yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff that he can do. Next to him is going to be my second HQ choice for the battalion. It's just a standard lord, and he's going to have a hyper-phase sword, so you can tell because it's a little shorter. The scythe is a little shorter. I made that specifically for that. And then rounding out the battalion for troops choices, because you need 3, we're going to have 3 8-man squads of Tesla Immortals. I really like these guys. I actually really like Tesla in general because it can kick out a lot of shots. And I can do some cool stuff with Seraptek that helps basically kick out even more shots, which is awesome. And piling onto the Tesla theory here is going to be 3 Annihilation Barges, each with their Tesla cannons and twin Tesla Destructors. Or 2 Tesla Destructors. Yeah, wait, see what you get. And then next is going to be our Seraptek Air Wing Detachment. There's going to be 3 Doom Scythes, 2 Tesla Destructors, and the Doom Ray. I actually like the Doom Scythes because they ignore moving and with heavy weapons because of Seraptek. So I actually really like that for them. The Doom Rays I don't think are going to be terribly useful just because if you have an invuln, it's kind of like it kind of makes them not really.
Not to be the neckbeard, but called Death Rays.
Oh, the Death Rays? Oh,
yeah.
Geez. See, still learning, but
in fact, on Games Workshop's website, they cite the pro to buying a Doom Scythe as literal death ray.
Death ray. But yeah, so yeah, these are probably my favorite models that I have in the Necrons. I actually saw these 8 years ago on a mini wargaming battle report, and I was like, I gotta have those. And now today, I actually have them. So
Nick is a man who accomplishes his dreams. What's going on with the bases? I noticed.
Yeah, so the Doom Scythe comes with the Night Scythe kit. The only difference is you'd replace the Death Ray with a portal down here. I thought the portals looked really cool, and so I just wanted to put them on the base, and I think they turned out pretty good.
Nice.
So I like that. And finally, we're going to have our Super Heavy Auxiliary Detachment. He is actually going to be run as Nihilic because of the Nihilic stratagem that allows, if you spend 2 command points, you can give +1 to any unit that's within 3 inches of an objective or does not move. And so it'll really help this guy survive because he is very powerful in close combat. However, getting him to close combat is extremely difficult, so I wanted to try and make him as survivable as possible. He does have 28 wounds, but...
Doesn't he have like a 16-inch movement?
He does, but in an age where everybody's prepared for Castellan, you know, he's just not where he should be, especially for his points. But he is super cool, and if he does get in close combat, he will murder you very hard. And yeah.
More important than the meta is always the rule of cool.
Yes, and he is definitely the rule of cool.
He is for sure the rule of cool.
So
he rules the cool.
He does rule the cool. So, and then his name is Aragog the Ancient.
Aragog the Ancient.
Yes, and so that is the Seraptek dynasty, ready to take on these pathetic Imperial Knights and crush them back.
Which you have also painstakingly built and painted.
Don't tell me those things. Yeah, I'm probably. Actually, I think I'm probably going to get crushed by Imperial Knights because they're Imperial Knights and Necrons do. It's very hard for Necrons to deal with heavy armor like that. So, but time will tell.
I believe in you.
Yes, thank you. I hope I believe in you too.
All right, we'll be right back with the Imperial Knights. All right, guys. So for the Imperial Knights, we're just running this as one detachment. I have a Lancer trifecta dude bro section. These guys are the Armiger Warglaves. They are equipped standard loadout. I know they have melta guns, but just for the sake of keeping them under 2,000 points, they're just equipped with these stubbers. They have their thermal spear melta guns and their little baby Reaper chainswords. Nothing particularly interesting about them. Other than that, they're filling out my... It's trying to get as many models as we can.
Yes, you need them.
Okay, here's these are the big kids. So starting with the Valiant up here in the middle. This guy's going to be my Warlord. I equipped him with his Warlord trait of Ion Bulwark for a 4-up invul save and ranged. And then I gave him the Relic of Sanctuary for a 5-up invul save in melee. Just because I think that Necron unit is terrifying, and this guy has the goods, so I just want to keep him as healthy as possible for as long as possible. He is equipped with a conflagration cannon, and he has his shield breakers, 2 shield breakers, and then...
Siege breakers.
Oh, sorry, these ones are siege breaker cannons.
Yep.
He's got the 2 shield breaker missiles.
Yay.
And he has his Thundercoil Harpoon, Twin Melta, and his big ol' feet.
Big old feet.
Moving on to the Crusader over here, I decided to spend a command point and then another command point to give him the access to a relic as well as another warlord trait. So I gave him the Blessing of the Sacristans or Sacristans.
Whatever, I don't even know.
Whatever it's called.
I've been playing Knights for a year and I don't know.
It gives them, if someone on the internet knows how that's pronounced, go ahead and spell it out. But basically I gave it to his Avenger Gatling Cannon. Essentially on a wound roll of 6, it deals a mortal wound. And then he also has Armor of the Sainted Ion for just a 2-up armor save.
That's pretty nice.
And so he's got the Avenger Gatling Cannon, he has Heavy Flamer, Heavy Stubber, and then the Rapid Fire Battle Cannon. So I figure he's just a dedicated range guy, so that's why I kind of wanted to give him the extra Warlord trait and Relic, because I want him to be in the fight as well, as long as possible. And then over here, we've got our Knight Errant. He's got a Heavy Stubber Reaper Chainsword, the Storm Spear Rocket Pod at top, and a thermal cannon. So definitely a lot of anti-armor, anti-vehicle stuff going on with these. We want these guys to, we basically want these guys to do as much damage to that big thing, that monstrosity, as possible.
I think you'll get there.
You'll get there. So we'll see how it all plays out. But that is what I've got going on. So I have a total of 7 command points after spending 2. These guys are also going to be House Taranis, so they have a 6-up feel no pain, essentially.
Yep.
Excellent. I think that's it for these guys.
Cool.
So we'll set up the board, and we'll show you where the objectives are, and we'll start our deployment. What do we do?
Okay, so I want to keep my Doom sights as far back as possible because I got 16-inch range, man. They're super fast. I like them. You savvy Necron overlords out there know that there are some things that you can do with 3 Doom sights, so I'm hoping to be able to do that as long as I don't get seized on. I should be able to. Even if I do get seized on, they might still survive in the backfield here. Put the Seraptek Heavy Construct just in front. He's not all the way up in the deployment zone. None of my stuff is. But basically I wanted to say if this Knight, if the Valiant moved up to his full, I wanted to be sure that I was outside of 18 inches of his flamer range, which I did with all of my units because I don't really want him to give him free targets turn 1 in case I get seized on. Because that would just be a really bad day. And all my stuff's got 24-inch range anyway, so they can reach out and touch some stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much the deployment.
Just so everybody knows, when we did our initial roll-off to figure out like the map and stuff, I had won that roll-off, so Nick deployed his stuff first, and then I get to counter-deploy, and then he's going to get to go first, or he gets to nominate who he wants to go first, and then I can seize the initiative.
I definitely want to go first, but as you guys know, I have the unfortunate likelihood of getting seized on. So I prepare every single time to get seized on, and that's just usually how it goes. So I would like to take first turn. In addition, I have a relic on the Lord right here. It just is +1 to his save. So he's got a 2+ armor save, essentially. That's it.
And then how many command points do you have again? I don't think we covered that.
I'm rocking 10 command points. 1 for the Air Wing, the Seraptek Air Wing detachment. 5 for the battalion. 1 for being 1 for Imhotep the Stormlord or Setun Ka, and then 3 for being Battle Forged.
Sweet. All right, and then just before we roll onto it, this is just my deployment here. I just decided to put the Warglaves kind of up front and center, just because he does have a 16-inch move, and if I didn't want to risk getting too destroyed if he pulls some crazy shenanigans or whatever, so I figured I would have my Valiant sort of, he's being protected by his cohort there. And then I've got the Crusader right here, just by this objective marker, and then I put the Knight Errant. He's just back here behind this cover. So obviously these are bigger models, so you don't have as much room to deploy, but I figured I'd keep him sort of kind of in the backfield here. He's in range of most stuff with his weapons. He at least has a 48-inch weapon, so I should be able to get some shots off with some people. Having said that, for Vital Intelligence, all the objective markers are placed. So we have Objective 4 here, and then we have Objective 3 here. Objective 1 we put in the middle, and then we have Objective 5 over there, and then Objective 2 is right over here. And then we'll roll that off before we get started. All right, so I guess at this point I will attempt to see if I want to seize the initiative.
Yes,
I do.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Let's see.
I bet you do.
There's no way I'm going to roll a 6. We can't. The's no way Nick can have initiative seized on him
for the 4th time in a row.
Every game he plays.
I'm feeling that you will. As I said.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've now gotten first turn in 4 games because of seizes. So, as I said, I have prepared for this, and
yes, he did prepare.
I'm ready to go.
Oh my god!
I'm very used to getting seized on. So
okay,
it is going to be.
It's going to be my first turn, I guess. Okay, we'll be movement phase. turn 1. So I went ahead and I wanted to keep everybody at least on an objective and just hope that I can kind of hold on to get as many points. We did end up rolling a 5 for the objective that's going to be worth 2 victory points, and
it's this guy right
that guy there. Nick, are your immortals in 3 inches of that, or are you going to have to move there?
I would probably have to move.
Okay. In either case, it's at the end of the battle round, so Nick can kind of sort of think about how he wants to do that. I tried to move my Warglaive right on top of this one here, and I kept him within 3 inches of objective 4, and then I kept the mono with the Reaper Chainsword right here by Rhea. So if I can hold out, I might be able to get 3, but we'll see. We'll see what I can take care of here. So let's start with the shooting phase. I'm going to go ahead and I will start with the Warglaives. They're all within 30 inches. He's just barely within 30 inches, and he's just barely touching that objective. You remember what the range is on the heavy stubbers?
Heavy stubbers going to be 36-inch range.
36 inches, okay.
Yep.
And that's heavy weapon, so they'll be at a ballistic skill 4 when they fire that.
You got it.
I'll have them, I'm going to have all these guys basically split fire their weapons. I will have them fire their thermal spears. We'll go ahead and fire it into him. I don't really want to...
And a Seraptek.
Yeah, into the heavy construct.
Okay.
I'm not really gonna... I was thinking about firing at the the annihilation barges.
Yes.
But they have quantum shielding and they have D6 weapons, so it's kind of a risky endeavor. I think I can do damage to him, so I'm gonna try and do that. And then I'll fire the Cognos heavy stubbers. We'll do it one at a time, and I'll just pick an infantry unit.
Okay, sounds good.
Shoot at him. All right, so let's start with we'll start with this guy here. He'll fire his thermal spear. He'll go ahead and fire a thermal spear at him, and he'll fire his heavy stubber at this immortal squad.
Okay, sounds good. By the way, guys, I did spend 2 command points for prepared positions, putting me down to 8 command points, so everything counts as being a cover except the Seraptek because he's super heavy. So, all right, go for it, Bill. What do you got?
Right, so thermal spear, it's going to be
Here,
3 shots.
You're gonna need some dice there.
I am. So he's going to fire 2.
I don't think you need that many dice, but
So he's going to fire 2 shots. He's going to be hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Okay, those are 2 hits.
Yep, and force wound, toughness 8 versus strength 8.
Yep, so it'll be winning on 4s. And no wounds.
Okay.
That's all right.
Stubbers.
Stubbers, it's 3, right?
Yes,
okay,
3
so
shots.
He'll be hitting on 4, and he's going to be shooting at those immortals.
Yep, 8-man mortal squad.
Okay, no hits. So he's
Bummer.
done. We'll do this guy next. We'll have him do the exact same thing. We'll have him fire at those guys.
Go for it.
Okay, 1d3 for the thermal spear. Okay, just 1 shot. Hits on a 3. That's a hit. Wounds on a 4. And that's not a wound. 3 shots at the immortals.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 hits.
Yep, force wound. I am toughness 4 on the immortals.
Okay.
Needing a 2+ because they have a 3+ armor base and there's no modifier. Makes it a 6.
Right. And then we'll have this last guy. He'll fire his thermal spear at him, and then we'll just have him fire because he's probably out of range.
We'll probably fire those fellas.
Yeah, we'll have him fire at the immortals taking cover in there.
2+ anyway.
Alright, so thermal spear, 1d3 for just 1. Okay, that's a wound.
That's a hit.
Sorry, that's a hit. And then wounding on
4+.
4's cool.
Okay,
So
5+ invulnerable save. Makes it on a 5.
Okay, and then the heavy stubbers. Alright, 2 hits.
You got it.
And then wounding on 4's.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 wound.
1 wound, need 2.
2 up.
Makes it. Good job,
All
immortals.
right. Let's go with... Let's move on to the... We'll do the Valiant.
Okay. What does he want to shoot with his dose weapons that that are in range?
Let's do his... we'll start with his shield breakers... Or sorry, his siege breaker cannons here.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and have him fire there.
Yep.
Actually, it's a strength 7 weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, strike 7. Gets quite a few
D3
shots.
damage?
Yes, D3 each.
-1,
D3.
Let's see, and it's -1 AP. Let's go ahead and shoot it. Let's shoot his twin siege breakers. We'll go ahead and fire at an annihilation barge.
Annihilation barge. All right.
And then, let's see, he's got his shield breaker missile. What do I want to try and shoot it at? We'll go ahead and have him fire one of his shield breaker missiles into the construct there. I think those are the only 2 weapons that are in range.
Yeah, he's a short range guy.
So 2d3. All right, so that's just going to be 3 hits.
He has 2. He has 2 of those guns.
Yeah. Oh, they're each 2d3.
Yep, each 2d3. Right. Yeah.
So then that was a 3 and a 1. So he's got
3 shots
so far. There we go.
Nice.
And then
that's
6.
much better.
So he's got 9 shots total. So I got 5 dice here.
And that's going into which Immortal Squad? This
8, 9. No, it's going into.
Annihilation Merge. Sorry, I forgot. So this guy right here. Siege Breakers.
Let's see. Actually, you know what? Do you mind if I just fire it at him instead?
Sure. Yeah, it'll be the same. Pretty much the same thing.
Dice yet, so.
Go for it.
All right, so we're gonna fire at this guy instead.
Yep.
Okay, so he's hitting on 3s, right?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, not bad. So he's got 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits.
And tough of 6, so 3's to wound.
3's to wound. Alright, cool.
Nice.
So that's going to be 5 wounds. And they each do how much again? D3?
Yep, D3. So I need a 4+ because you're -1. I count as being cover, so let it bring my 4+ to a 3+, and then you're -1. So 4s. Wow, I failed 1.
Oh, man.
D3. D3 damage for 2. Okay, if I roll a 1 for quantum shielding. Nope. Okay. So he takes 2. I want to say they have 8 wounds. I think I'm right on that. I'll double check after this round, but he should be down to 6.
Okay, and then the shield breaker missile. We're going to fire it into him, into the construct.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, that hits.
Yes, 3, because
on a 3.
Strength a million.
Okay, wounds.
It's minus a lot, so D6. D6 straight damage.
Okay. Doesn't he get a...
Nope, no invul save.
Oh.
I can't take invul saves against that missile.
Alright, just for a 2, so not much.
Alright, he's down to 26.
Okay, alright, so we'll move on over to these guys. Let's go ahead and we will have him, we're going to have him fire his, let's see, I wrote his stuff down here. He'll fire his Avenger Gatling Cannon and his Heavy Stubber. We'll go ahead and have him fire it into the Immortal Squad. And then we'll have him fire his Rapid Fire Battle Cannon into the Construct.
Alright, and then he's got 2 Heavy Stubbers as well.
Yeah, he's...
you said into that.
So
okay.
Going into the Immortal.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
And I think that's all of his weapons. So, alright, so his Avenger Gatling Cannon does mortal wounds on 6s. So.
Nice, nice, nice.
Alright, so I've got 9 here, 10, and then let me just get 2 more dice. Where's the rest of them at?
Oh, here, I got
Alright, just give me 2.
I'm hoarding them. 1, 2, there you go.
Alright, so we'll start with the Gatling gun here.
3s into the Immortals.
Okay, yep. Okay, we'll take out these. Cool.
And then mortal wounds on 6s, right?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Looking for 3s, but 6s cause mortal wounds, so that's 2 dead straight away. I'm going to just go ahead and take those 2 out right now. Dead, dead. See you later, Immortals. I'll save them for reanimation protocol. And then how many do I have on top of that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
2 damage, DCP -2. So we're at a 4.
Wow, I have 7 dice right here, over here. So yeah, so it'll be 5 up, but they're in cover, so 4 up.
Well, they're in prepared position, so...
Yeah, so 4.
You just said
yep, 4 up. Alright, yeah, needing 4s. Save the squad. Looks like 3 are going to go down. 3 more. 3 in addition. 1, 2, 3. So got 3 left in the squad. 6 have died, or 5 have died so far.
Right, and then it's going to fire its heavy stubbers. It has 2 heavy stubbers or just 1?
2. So it has to be 6 shots.
Okay, 6 shots, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Okay, just 2.
Ugh. 4s.
Wound on 4. Okay, no wounds.
Nothing. Alright.
Right. This guy, so that's all of his weapons, right?
Yes.
He's got rapid fire battle cannon.
Yep, and that's going into the constructs.
Yep. 2d6. Okay, so just 3 shots.
Do you want a command point? I don't know, it's up to you. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. You do whatever you want.
No, I'm not gonna spend a command point.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
I feel like I'm gonna need him. So
you may.
So it's just 3 shots. hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just take those 2. And then it's strength 8, so he's going to wound on 4.
You got it.
There we go, so both wound.
Alright, need a 5 up because -2. 5 ups. Wow, make them both. This construct.
Not a very effective turn for me so far. So that's everything for him.
Yep.
So we'll go on into the Errant.
1 knight left.
And we'll go ahead and fire his Storm Spear rocket pod first. That is, what's the stats on that? That is 3, strength 8, AP -2, d6 damage. So
you got it. And then I tried to take, because I know you were just in range for the thermal cannon, so I tried to take out, I don't know if I was successful or not, but I tried to take out the front immortals, so you might not be in range with that thing anymore.
We can measure.
Yeah, because I was trying to do a little bit of, trying to save this immortal squad, maybe get some reanimation protocol going on.
I think he's going to be just out. This is 36 right here from the base.
Yep, he's going to be out, unfortunately. Yep.
Alright, so he's just out. That's fine. I'll just have him fire. Let's see. Is he going to be in range of that thing?
He might. Yeah, you'd be in range.
Okay. So we'll just have him fire everything, I guess, at the
construct.
At the construct.
Okay.
So we'll have him fire his Storm Spear rocket pod and his thermal cannons.
All right.
Okay.
Which one first?
Let's see. Actually, you know what? The Storm Spear rocket pods are 3 shots. There's only 3 immortals there.
There are AP -2. They'll be hitting on 3s, winning on 2s, -2. Killing them all.
Yeah, I'd have to hit all of them though if I want to get first blood. So I don't think I'm gonna get it this time. So I might as well just try and see if we can hit as much as I can, I guess. So we'll just fire everything into the construct.
All right. Let's see what the Iron's got.
You know what? I forgot about your reanimation protocols.
Yes.
So I will fire the Storm
Rocket.
Spear rocket into that, and I'll fire the thermal cannon into your construct.
Okay. Go ahead. So rockets
So right
first.
here, rockets. So they all hit.
Yep. 2's wound.
2's to wound. Okay, they all wound.
Okay, and it's AP -2, so we're looking at 4 up saves because they count as being covered. Make 2 fail 1, so 1 more is going to bite the dust.
Okay. And then he'll fire his thermal cannon. It's going to be just d6 shots.
Yep.
6.
Yes.
Okay, so I have 6 right here.
Good.
All right.
3s.
Wounding on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Or sorry, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
So just 3 hit.
Yep. And 3's wound because it is actually strength 9.
3's to wound. Okay, so just 2 wounds.
All right, looking at 5+ invulnerable saves for the Seraptek. Fails both. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a command point on that. See if I can keep him alive. Do I get the command point back first? I do not. Do I make the save? I do not. So 2d6, and you're not within half range. So.
Alright, just so we don't forget to flip that.
Yes.
Alright, so it's going to be, what, 2d6 you said?
Yep, 2d6.
Alright. Oh, that's cocked. Alright, there we go.
8.
So for 8 wounds.
He's down to 19 wounds. Not degraded yet, but he's getting there.
Alright, and I think that's the end of my shooting phase. I'm not going to be declaring any charges, so not an effective turn at all for the Knights.
Yeah, well, it happens sometimes, I guess. Okay, I do have a morale. They lost.
Would you like to spend 2 command points for?
They are leadership 10, and I lost 6 in the squad. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just.
You lose 8. Isn't it a 10-man squad?
No, it's an 8. They're all 8-man squads.
Okay, they're 8-man squads.
I don't think I want to spend a command point. I'm gonna just rely on their 10-man leadership or leadership 10. So on a 4. They would both run, because that would equal a 10. No, they would be fine on a 4. Yeah, they would be fine on a 4. 5 or 6
would be 10. So.
Yeah, 5 or 6 would be not good. So 4 or less. Nope. I'll use a command point to at least re-roll that. Nope.
Oh, no.
They're gone.
All right.
You do get first strike. So
yeah. Let me get a fist pump on camera. Yeah.
well done. Very unlucky.
Totally ineffective turn into a semi.
I do get that command point back though.
Okay.
So at least I didn't spend it. Okay, cool. Well, got the Immortal Squad. Well done.
All right, sweet.
I guess it'll be Necron's turn 1 coming up next. Alright guys, so I have moved into position with some of my stuff. So if I get lucky, I can get the Seraptek into, yeah, this is an 8-inch charge right here. He's got 16-inch movement, which is actually really, really good. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you guys the Nihilic stratagem to give him +1, because I didn't really want him near the Valiant. Instead, I kind of want to keep the Valiant where he is. So I've flown up some Doom Sights to basically kind of block him in, so in his movement phase he can't really move around or get close enough to use his conflagration cannon on me, because he can't get within an inch of my model. He's kind of stuck where he is. I'm like 1.01 inches away with that Doom Scythe right there. It's kind of like screening my Seraptek. Probably a little bit of sacrificial lamb to the slaughter there, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the greater dynasty. So this other Doom Scythe just kind of moved into position. Basically, the two main targets are going to be these two. If I can get rid of them, I'm trying to play the points game. Then I'll have 3 points because the active objective is objective number 5, and Bill will have 2, so I'll be up at least a little bit. And I also need first strike, so that'll be nice if I can get that. So let's go on to the shooting phase. I could use Imhotep's ability, but I think for now I'm going to hold off, because he does like a nice little d6 mortal wounds to pretty much anything I want within 48 inches. But I'm going to hold off on that for now. I think I'll keep that in my back pocket. I have enough firepower to achieve what I want to this turn, and if I don't, then he can do that next turn. So before the shooting phase begins, I'm going to cast My Will Be Done from Imhotep the Stormlord onto this squad right here. And since he is the Pharaoh of Sumar, well, he's the Pharaoh of something else, but this is Setun Ka. He's also going to cast...
Struggling to pronounce
the
name that he gave his custom dynasty.
I did, yes. He's also going to cast My Will Be Done because he can do it twice per his special rules. On this unit right here. So everything's kind of within 24 inches. I did do living metal on both the Annihilation Barge and the Seraptek.
Yeah. So they each got, so the Seraptek's got 20 wounds and the Annihilation Barge is at 7.
Yes, that is correct. So with that being said, let's get on into the shooting phase. Alright, first things first, we are going to start out with this Doom Scythe right here. He's going to fire his two Tesla Destructors into your Warglaive there, and then he is going to fire his Death Ray into your... Actually, I'm not sure if I'm in range.
What's the Death Ray? 24 inches?
24. Yep,
that's in range.
I am in range, so he'll fire his Death Ray into your Valiant. Did you want to rotate, or you not? It's up to you.
How much damage can it do? How many shots?
D3, strength 10, -4, D6 damage.
He's already at a 4-up invul. Let's see. I'm probably gonna shoot these other guys. He's got 28 wounds.
It's all up to you. He does have the 6-up fill paint too.
He does have it. So, you know what? I'm gonna save the 3 command points.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll do D3 shots first off from that back Doom Scythe into the Valiant, and then the 2 Tesla Destructors will go into this Warglaive right here.
Cool.
So, start off the Death Ray, D3 shots.
For 3.
He is hitting on 3s because he's Celtech and he ignores moving and heavy weapons. So, hit on 3s. 1 hit, and wound on a 3. That's 1 wound at -4. So
okay, so he's got a 4-up invul.
Yep.
Alright. So, alright, and does he make it? He does. He's good.
Nice. Alright, and then we got our Tesla Destructors. So these are going to be hit on 3s, and 6s cause additional hits. That's pretty good. I actually need to look up the strength of the Tesla Destructors. These are strength 6 or strength 7?
For these ones, for the Doom Scythe?
Yeah.
I think they're strength 7, but...
Yeah, because it would make a difference. Give me 1 second. See, this is all what happens with a new army when you don't... Alright, Doom Scythes. They have Tesla Destructor strength 7. Bill. Yep. Well done. Alright, so these are going to be wounding on 4s on your guy there. These are all hits because of Tesla is helpful. So wounding on 4s. These are bad.
Are the armigers toughness 6 or
Tough 7.
Okay.
Tough 7. So you got 4 wounds. AP minus nothing.
Okay, 4 wounds at AP minus nothing.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so they should have a 3 up, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think
Let's see how he does, and he makes all of them. Cool.
excellent. We are going to move on to. We're going to go ahead and with this Doom Scythe right here, he's going to go ahead and shoot. He'll go ahead and shoot everything into that.
We want him dead.
Yeah, might as well. I need to get a wound on him so I can do some cool stratagems. D3 shots with the Death Ray. 3 shots again. He's going to be hitting on 3s. And 2 hits. It's going to be wounded on 3s. You got 2, minus 4.
Okay, so he's got his 5 up invul.
That he does.
Let's hope he makes it.
We must hope.
Oh, he doesn't make either.
No
right.
command points or anything?
No.
Okay, sounds good. We will go ahead and do 2d6 damage then.
Alright.
Hoping for a double 6.
6 damage, so that's going to be 6 feel no pains.
Yes.
4, and I'll take 2 of those dice.
Oh, here you go.
From you. There we go. Alright, that's 6. Let's hope for a couple of 6s here. No, I get none, so he takes all 6 to the face.
And take 6 to the face. Alright, with that, because he has taken a wound, I will now spend 2 command points for Methodical Destruction from the Seraptek Dynasty specific stratagem.
And then, 1 second.
Yeah, so we're back. So yeah, I was just in the middle of using the Seraptek specific stratagem, which cost me 2 command points. I can't regain any command points because I already did that this battle round. So that Warglaive is now +1 to hit for everything in the army, and this Doom Scythe is going to finish off with his Tesla Destructor. So he's going to be hitting on 2s, and now 5s and 6s will explode, not just 6s. So these exploded to hits, and then he also hits on 2s because of +1 to hit. So it's a lot of hits. And winning on 5-6, or winning on 4s because strength 7. So there you go. Okay. Okay, you have this many wounds at AP nothing, so you get your full armor save.
Okay. Take that. Okay, we're looking for 3 ups.
Yep. And you get your 6 ups.
So we got 1, 2, 3 unsaved wounds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then they each just do 1 damage or 2 damage each?
1 damage each.
Okay, so we're looking for 3 6-ups. And I take 2 wounds.
Okay.
He makes 1 feel no pain. So he's down to 4 wounds here, this dude bro.
And we are going to finish him off with this Immortal Squad.
Sorry, he's taken 8 wounds, I should say. I don't know, how many wounds do they get again?
12.
12, okay, so he's down to 4. Right?
Or 4, yeah. So.
Yeah, 4. Alright, so I'll just say that he's got 4 wounds left.
Yep.
As soon as I can find it.
Next is going to be the Tesla Immortals in the back there. They can only see this Warglaive, so I might as well shoot them in there. They have My Will Be Done in addition to the +1 to hit. So their Tesla is going to be hitting twice on 4s, 5s, and 6s.
Is it these guys or these guys?
The ones over there. They can only see that Warglaive, so they might as well shoot him.
Got it.
Alright, so hitting on 2s, 4, 5, 6s will explode into 2 hits. So hit on 2s, 4, 5, 6. We'll get a lot of shots. So
we'll take out these ones.
Yep, thank you. Okay, so there's 2 hits. There's 2 hits. There's 2 hits. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Still counting. Give me more moments, please. Okay. And this should be it right there. Okay, we have all these dice. I'm going to replace this. We have all these dice. These are going to be winning on 5s and 6s because you are toughness 7 to my strength 5. So that's a lot of hits because Tesla. Okay, I'll just roll those 2 here in a minute. Alright, here we go. 5s. 2 dice to reroll. And then we can reroll wound rolls of 1 because the Lord is within 6 inches of the unit. Just the standard, bog standard Lord. Wow, lots of 1s, which is nice. Another one. Any other ones? I think so. So 5s. Okay, I'll take out
into a lot of 1s.
I did translate
a couple
a few
more out
at
of
least,
those,
which is okay.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters here. Okay, so we're looking for 5s, and I'll just hand you these dice if you're good with that.
Yep. We'll switch the camera.
Okay, that's a good idea. You're probably gonna need. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it. All right, he's in trouble. So we're making. So he's gonna be on 3 ups.
Yep, 3 ups.
Let's see what happens. A lot of 1s and 2s, so he's
not looking so good. Well, 6s.
So,
you're gonna have to roll a lot of 6s.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he'll make it.
Maybe he'll make it. Maybe.
Okay, so he's got this many.
That many.
He can do it.
No, not quite.
A valiant effort, though.
A valiant effort, yeah. He did
A couple, couple 6s,
good.
but just not enough. All right, so is he going to explode?
Let's see.
He does explode.
Hey, we got our quota. Everything within 6 inches is going to take D3 more wounds.
Okay,
so I think that's just like literally everything in here.
I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's measure it out.
6 inches, I believe. So.
Well, no, I know, but let's see what's within 6 inches, so we know this guy for sure.
Yep.
Is that within? Sorry, it's hard to do. The bases are close together. This guy.
Yep. Looks like he's
just touches.
And then obviously that guy's gonna be in. Is the Valiant?
Is the Valiant in? I don't know. The Valiant is, I think, he's just out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll just be the 2
6 and 3.
2 Doom Sights and your Warglaive. So
cool. All right. Well, at least that's a good explosion.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start with the my Warglaive.
Yep.
So he takes 2 wounds.
Okay. We'll
do that Doom Sight.
Yep. Sure.
He takes 3.
Okay. I'll put.
And then this Doom Sight takes 2.
Okay. So he'll take 3, and he'll take 2.
And we'll just say that he's taken 2, and we'll take him off. So he's been dislodged from the objective.
Yes. 1 down, 1 to go. Okay.
Now I have control. Resuming direct control of the camera.
Direct control. All right. Next, we're gonna do the next squad of Immortals in the building there into that Warglaive.
Okay.
They are my will be done, so they'll be exploding on 5s and 6s instead of just 6s. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
And then just for those who aren't familiar, in case you're wondering why I didn't roll for that, mortal wounds Taranis doesn't save against.
Indeed.
Just regular unsaved wounds.
Indeed. Alright, so hitting on 2s, 5s, 6s will explode into the Warglaive here. Okay, remove the 1s. Any more 1s? I don't think so. So we got, let's do this quickly. 5, oops, that was a 4. Look for 5s really, that's what we're looking for.
Did you my will be done those guys?
Yes, I did.
Wouldn't they be 4, 5, and 6 then?
No, because that guy's
oh,
not
that's
plus
right.
1.
Yeah, because
that guy's not +1 yet for the Seraptek
You
stratagem.
didn't give him the stratagem.
All right, looks good. So 5s and 6s now, and rerolling 1s because of Lord. Okay, these are bad. We'll take out the goods. That'll be a little bit faster. Okay, you got these many.
Okay.
Think you can one-hand that, Bill?
I think I can.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking for 3 up. And I fail 2. Okay, 2 6-ups. No. All right, so he takes 2 more wounds.
Okay, we're going to move on to the barges now in the backfield there. We'll start off with that one for what it's worth, the one that's wounded slightly. So he gets 2 Tesla Destructors, so just strength 7, AP 0. These are going to be hitting on 3s because they're assault weapons, and explodes on 6s, so 3s. And these cause additional hits, so there's 2 additional hits there. 2 additional hits there, and that's a miss. And then it'll be 5 6s to wounds, no rerolls because he's not infantry. That's pretty good wounding. Okay, you got that many.
Okay. These are 5 6s again, right?
You got it.
Okay.
Oh, I meant wounded on 4s. That's fine. I gotta remember that for the future.
Alright. Ooh, that is not a great roll.
No, it's not.
Okay.
3 fail.
Yep, he's failed 3.
Taranis.
Alright, and then 3 6-ups. Into nothing.
Okay, so he takes 3 more. And then he's got his little underslung Tesla cannon. This is going to be strength 6, so he'll be hitting on 3s.
Give me 1 second. I want to catch that roll. As soon as I find a 7. There we go. He's taking 7 wounds.
Okay, and 3s. 1 hit, 5 6, nothing. Alright, next one. Rinse and repeat with the next guy. He will be winning on 4s because strength 7. I'll remember. So he's going to be hitting on 3s. 6s cause double hits, so we'll just take the misses and put them in there. So, alright, now wounding on 4s. There we go. That's 4 wounds. 8 nothing. I'll get these up to 2 hits with the cannon underneath. 1 more wound for you.
Okay. No AP, right?
No AP.
Alright, so 4 3-ups. Or sorry, 5 3-ups. Alright, it just fails 1.
Yep.
6 up. And do a 1. So, alright, so he takes 1 more wound.
Okay. Alright, and then the last Annihilation Barge over there is going to shoot into him. So it's going to be hitting on 3s with his 2 Destructors. So
Okay.
1 does explode, 5, 6 to wound, or 4s to wound, gosh darn it.
Pretty good.
There we go. Okay, and then I'll do that little underslung cannon as well. So that counts as 2 hits. These will be 5 to 6 to wound because it's only strength 6 for that guy. So here you go, 1 more wound.
Alright, this is going to be tough. Could be dead. We'll see. 3-up saves. Oh, well, I guess not. He only takes 1 wound.
Does he take it?
Yes, he does. He takes it to the face. So he's got 9 wounds on him.
Okay. Next, we are going to go ahead and put the final Doom Scythe. He's going to put everything into him. So
Okay.
We'll do D3
Go in the
shots.
distance.
D3 shots with the Death Ray. 2 shots. He's going to be hitting on 3s because he's Seraptek and he ignores moving and heavy. 1 hit. Winning on a 3. What do you think? Cocked or not?
I mean, I've been re-rolling them when they hit the edge of that, so.
1 wound.
Okay,
Yeah,
1 wound.
5 up invuln.
Oh boy. Nope, he doesn't get it.
D6 for
4.
There you go. Got it right there for you.
Alright, nothing. So he's going to explode.
Does he?
Or, sorry, he's going to die. Let's see if he explodes. Nope, he does not
not.
explode. Just take
Okay.
it.
Alright, finally, for the last bit of shooting. Okay, so I've achieved my main objective in clearing that objective 1, which is good. So my next objective, now this is just gravy on top of it. So this Seraptek Heavy Construct is going to put his Singularity generators into this Warglaive. He's going to put everything into there.
Okay,
So
what are the stats on those?
3 D3 shots for each, and he's got 2 of them, so that's 6 D3 shots. It's strength 8 minus 3 D6 damage. So,
Okay, and then, is that all of his ranged weapons, or?
yep, that's the only range weapons he's got.
Okay, and then what else do you have left to fire with? Is
That's
that
it. Nothing else.
I'll go ahead and spend, it's what, 2 command points?
1
for
command point for a Warglaive.
For a Warglaive? Alright, I'm going to spend a command point then, so that way he has a 4-up
Putting you down to 6.
invul.
Okay, sounds good.
For his, what's it called? Rotate shields.
Rotate iron shields, yeah. So 6 D3 shots. Okay, so there's 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there.
It's AP minus 4, right?
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3, yeah. So.
Okay, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. And these will be wounding on 3s because strength 8. Okay, you have 5 to make.
Alright, so.
And I believe they do a mortal wound in addition, so that'll just be
in addition to a 6?
wound, yeah. But let me double check that. You can go ahead and make your saves.
Alright, so I make 3.
Okay, so it'll be 2d6 damage, and I'm going to check that mortal wound here.
For 5.
Sure.
Alright.
Just
take
a
those
little
back.
something extra.
So let's see. Hopefully I survive that. Nope, makes no saves on that. House Taranis not really coming into play here for me. Okay.
Let me check on that mortal wound. So you may have just taken 6 total, but let me check to make sure.
So we know at least 5.
Yes, and then the closing acts of the turn is going to be a charge on the Crusader from the Seraptek. So if you want to get your Overwatch ready,
Alright, sure. I might need you to hold the camera for that.
I guess I can
His
do
mini
that.
dice.
Thank you.
Alright.
Let's see. It's going to be. Yep. So 6 plus suffers 1 mortal wound in addition. So that guy would have taken 6 wounds in total.
Okay.
Cool.
So we'll take a wound off him.
Okay, sounds good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Moving on to the charge phase now, guys. The Seraptek is going to have to try and make it into He's going to need an 8 pre-measured. He will need an 8 to get in.
We'll start with the Avenger Gatling Cannon.
Yep. 6s.
Okay,
Nice.
couple 6s, not bad.
And you need 5, 6 to wound.
That's a 6. All right, 5 6 to wound. 6 cause mortal wounds.
Yep.
Nope, nothing there. That sucks. All right, and then we'll do the battle cannon. It's 2d6. 2d6 shots.
You got it.
Okay,
Nice.
so 9. So we'll see some opportunities here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's go for 9 hits. Nope, nothing there.
Nothing. And he's got his little machine guns.
Yeah, he's got his 2 stubbers. It's just gonna be 6 shots.
Yeah. See if they can plink off a little wound here.
All right, nope, nothing there.
Cool.
And then I think that's everything for him, right?
I believe that is. He doesn't have any.
He should be out of range of his flamer, right?
No, he should be in range because I'm within. No, he's out of. It's an 8-inch flamer range. Yeah, 8-inch flamer range, and I'm 8.1 inch away. So.
Okay. Cool.
So
well then, all right. So then roll.
I'll do my charge. Here you go. I'll give you the camera back here. All right, charge. I need an 8. I have a command point at least. So let's see what we get. Let's go, Seraptek. Can you Aragog the Ancient charging in? Ooh. I'm obviously going to command point that. It's a 50-50 at this point.
Let's see. This is it.
Oh yes, he makes it on a 9. This bad boy is in, and he is dangerous. So here, I'll turn this way for some thematicness.
It's a big duel.
All right, so let's just go right into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
So he's got 6 attacks. He's gonna be hitting on 3s. So whoa. I think I need 4 to get through. So hit on 3s. So that is 4 hits, and these are strength 16, so they'll be wounding on 2s.
Okay.
So that is all wounds. These are -4, flat 6 damage apiece.
Oh, so he's probably gonna get toasted, right?
He is toasted.
6, 12, 18, 24. So we're gonna go ahead and roll 24.
Yes,
24 wounds.
Taranis wounds.
So
yes,
go ahead
right.
and switch with me here. Give me all of those dice.
Yep, here you go.
All right, so I only have 19 of these dice here, but we'll go ahead and.
I realized Taranis should have re-rolled one of the hits, but that's it's my fault
Okay.
for not doing so.
Should be 19 dice and then a 20th.
You need 24. 24.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So you need 4 more dice.
4 more. There we go. All right. So we need
1 6 to live.
1 6.
I think you'll probably be okay. Wow, nice.
There we go. All right. So House
6.
Taranis kind of coming in a bigger way than normal.
Yes, 6 looks like.
Yep. So it looks like I saved 6 wounds.
Yes, very average for him. You will get to strike back, which will be nice for him. So.
Okay. I think all he can do is stomp, right?
Yes, that's all he's got.
Okay,
so
strength user.
Yep, and he will be on his lowest profile. Unfortunately, you don't get to use the on full profile until the beginning of your next turn. So
that's fine. All right. So what is it for the feat?
I'll be hitting on 5, strength 8, -2 D3 damage.
Okay. And how many hits is it though? Or sorry, how many attacks?
12.
12. That's right. All right. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So 12 5-ups. Okay. Not. Well, I guess that's not terrible, all things considered.
Yep, and then 4s.
Okay, so 2 hits.
2 -2. We are looking at. Oh, thanks. Here, I'll take this. Looking at 5+ to save. Save them both. Good job.
All right.
All right. That's the end of the turn.
All right. Well, I would say pretty good first turn for Nick.
Yeah, I think so.
Models, so he gets first strike, and
Yes.
he controls the activated objective.
So that'll be 3.
So 3 and
victory
then
points.
4. So he gets 4 victory points.
Wait, why?
Well, you
4 for first strike.
Don't you have another one over there?
Yeah, so I got 1 there, and then that's worth 2, so that's 3,
3.
and then first strike is 4. Yeah, got
so
it.
4. So you got 4 victory points, and then I get 1. No, I get 2 because
Yep, you got 2.
So
He still lives.
So it's 3 to 4.
3 to
4
4.
victory points.
And it'll be Imperial Knights turn 2. We'll roll to see which objective is active next.
Yep.
And we'll go from there.
All right. All right, everybody. So we are turn 2. Watch out for that Nurgle sickness.
I know, man. It's coming on to me.
We are on turn 2. So at the start of this battle round, Nick's going to go ahead and roll the dice, and we're going to see what kind of objective is the active objective.
Okay, here we go.
6. They're all of them. Everything's worth 2 points, which means nothing is worth any points.
Whoa!
If they're all special,
none of them are special. Yes.
But
okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I did enough damage because I think the Seraptek is in a bit of trouble, and these 2 flyers are sacrificial lambs, so they're probably gonna get smoked. But it had to be done. I needed to stop the valiant trudge up the board. So
yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. So we will be right back after the movement phase of the Knights. All right, guys, this is what I did for my movement phase. So I was kind of blocked off with him. I didn't have a way to move him forward, so at the time I was kind of thinking I just wouldn't move him at all. But I decided I do really want to try, and if I can get to an objective, I might as well try, even though it's at the end of the battle round. So I moved him back to objective 4, and I moved him up my Warblade up to objective 1. He's probably not going to survive, but you know, I might as well just go for it. Maybe I can get him in range of some things. Maybe I can do some damage. So we'll try and see what we can do there. So with that said, we'll go ahead and start with the shooting phase. He's on, let's see. So he's on his 2nd profile.
Yep.
Oh, speaking of which, I did spend a command point for this guy here to put him back up to his full. He's only got 6 wounds.
Yep.
So I went ahead and I just put him at his full profile.
Yep. And then for Necron fans out there, Setun Ka, the hyperlogical strategist, did get a command point back with that. So.
All right. So with that said, we'll go ahead and have this guy do some split firing. He'll fire his multi-melta, his thermal spear.
Thermal spear.
We're gonna have him. We'll have him go ahead and just fire it at the. Just because he is going to be on a lower profile, he'll be hitting on 5s with these guys. So we'll have him fire his thermal spear over into his Seraptek, and then we'll just fire his heavy stubber. We'll just fire it into the infantry over here.
Okay, then mortals.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. Do you want to do the spear first?
Yeah, we'll do the spear first. See how many hits. 2.
Okay, hit on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Okay, 1 hit.
And wounding on 4s.
That's a wound.
Need a 5+ invulnerable save to save his life.
Oh,
make it
good. All right, and then 3 heavy stubbers into the immortals. Okay, 2 hits.
1 hit. It's a heavy weapon, and he doesn't ignore that.
Oh, it is? All right,
yep.
So just 1 hit?
Yep, 4 wounds.
Okay, nothing. All right, moving right along, we're going to do some split firing with these guys. I'm going to try and see if I can take out both of these jets, or if I at least make them to their lowest profile.
I think the Valiant can probably kill them.
We'll see.
How's he want to do it?
Let's do the conflagration cannon on this guy here. We'll do the harpoon on that guy, and then we'll do his twin meltas on this guy and the siege breakers on him. And then
I think that's all his weapons.
well, he's got his shield breaker.
Oh yeah, he does have his missiles.
Maybe I'll save that for one more turn.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with we'll start with the conflagration cannon. So that's going to be, what is that? 3d6.
3d6.
All right.
Monstrous growth shots. It's pretty good.
Not bad. It's going to be 11 dice. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 3, 6, 9, 10.
I should have seen if these things, I don't know their explosion radius. I would imagine it's 6 inches, but anyway.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, there we go. All right, so we're firing the conflagration cannon on this guy.
Yep.
All right.
So auto hits.
To wounds, because they're auto hits.
Yep.
So not bad.
And it'll be 5 ups to save, and I'm probably gonna die. 5s.
Oh, a lot of 5s.
I still don't think it's gonna be enough. Yep. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's dead.
Okay.
Does
he explode?
He does. We need to figure out the. I don't know. I think it's 6 inches, but we're gonna see.
We'll be right back. He
Yes.
crashes and burns. It is a 6-inch radius, so he's 7 inches away, and these two guys are just at 6.
Yep. So D3 on the Valiant to begin plinking his ridiculous amount of wounds down. 3.
So that's 3 wounds.
And then on the Armature Warglaive, it's gonna be 2.
All right.
And then as we said, the Doom Scythe is just out. So, but this guy is obliterated. So here he goes. Blah.
All right. What else did we say? We'll start with the harpoon on this guy.
I'll just put this dice here so we don't forget.
Yeah. Harpoon. That's
a hit.
That's a hit.
2 to just absolutely destroy him.
Okay.
And he's dead.
And he's.
Does he blow up?
10 damage, right?
Yes, flat 10 damage. He only has 9 wounds left. No armor save because it's -6. So, does he blow up? He does again.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
We are, I think we're 3 for 3 on.
Yes.
3 for 4 on.
We have made our quota in spades. So, D3 on the Warglaive there. For 2.
2. So he's down to his last 2.
And then D3 on the Valiant. He's
For
2
another
as well.
2. So he's taking 5 wounds.
5 wounds. Okay. That is. Whoa! No! He's even more exploded.
Alright, so that's the end of for the Doom Scythe there.
Yes, it is their end.
Okay. So that's going to be the end of his shooting. So now we'll move on to these guys. So he's on his full profile. Let's see. We want to try and do some damage to this guy while we can. Let's see. The Knight Crusader. He's got his heavy stubber, his rapid-fire battle cannon, which does D3, Avenger Gatling. Let's see. What's the toughness on these guys?
Down to 6.
Toughness 6?
Yep.
Okay. So I want to try and see how many wounds he's got. 7 right now?
He is on 7 wounds, that is correct. Living Metal helped him out a little bit there.
Okay, so let's go ahead. He'll fire his Avenger Gatling cannon into him, and then he'll fire his rapid fire battle cannon into the Seraptek, and then
Seraptek.
And then he'll fire the heavy stubber that he's got into the Annihilation Barge.
That sounds good. Let's roll it up.
Okay, so it's going to be 12 dice. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12. Okay, hitting on 3s.
Yep, he's on his full profile.
Okay, not terrible.
And it's going to be wounding on 4s because it's strength 6, we're stuck at 6.
Yeah, and then mortal wounds on 6s.
You got it.
Okay, cool. So we got at least 2
So he's down to 5 right now, and I have 4 saves to make. And then I will get quantum shielding against this if I roll 1. So he needs 6s first because he's got 4+ armor save and it's -2. So we need 6s. Make 2, and then we need 1s here. Nope. So he will take let's see, 5 points of damage because you're 2 mortal wounds there. So he'll be so wait, 4, yeah, 5, 6. He'll take 6 points of damage. He's down to 1 wound. Okay. So you got your stubber to see if he.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He took 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And then I failed 2. So heavy stubber. Yep.
Okay, that's 2 hits.
5, 6.
Okay, 1 wound.
Looking for a 4+ to save the Annihilation Barge. You know what?
If there was a time to this.
I might have to let him go. Yeah, because you still got.
You can always just move one of your other Annihilation Barges.
Yeah, you still got other stuff to shoot as well. That's a tricky one, you see. You know what? I think I will use command point.
You get it back?
No, I already got one back. Just got around. So can you put me down to 4? So see if I save his life. I do on a 6.
All right.
Well done.
So he's still in.
He's still in
Okay, so let's see. Rapid fire battle cannon 2d6 going on to the Seraptek. Okay,
9.
Not bad. 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, he's gonna be hit on 3s. That's a good hit.
That's 9 hits.
And 4s is a little bit
4.
trickier. A little bit trickier part here.
All right, so we got. There we go.
Okay, gonna need 5+ here. Ah, nice.
Not bad.
3, and so 2 go through, so it's 2d3
Okay. Nope, I'll just use those.
for 3.
Okay. 4.
So he's down to 16. I'll go ahead and change it over here. You know what you want to do next?
Alright, so let's see. I only have one model left. It's the Knight Errant. He's got a Storm Spear rocket pod, his thermal cannon, and his Reaper chainsword. So let's go ahead and fire. Let's fire his Heavy Stepper into the Annihilation Barge.
Yep.
We'll see if we can just take him down. And then we'll fire everything else into the Seraptek.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Alright, so 3 Heavy Steppers.
And on threes.
2 hits.
5 6s.
Alright, 1 wound.
Okay, need a 4+ once again. Nope, he will die. Does he explode? I don't think it would matter. He does not.
Alright, good job on the Knights. My kill quota is much better this turn than it was last turn.
That's true.
Okay, so now he's going to fire his Storm Spear rocket pod. That's going to be just 3 hits. Or 3 shots, I should
Yep,
say.
3 shots into the Seraptek.
Okay, 2 hits.
4's a wound, because it is only strength 8. 2
Okay,
wounds.
2 wounds.
Take those. I need 5 pluses here. Failing both, that's 2d6.
Ooh, alright, it's big numbers, big numbers. Okay,
6.
number 6.
Okay, he is down to 10 wounds left.
Alright, and then he will fire his thermal cannon.
Yep.
It's going to be d6 shots.
You got it.
Just 1.
Ouch.
I'm gonna... I mean, I can always, if I fuck up on the charge, I can always spend another command point in that phase. What do you think? Do you think I can kill him in the charge phase?
I don't know. It's gonna be tricky either way. If I'm honest.
You know what? I'll go for it. I'm gonna spend a command point.
Okay. Reroll the number of
see if I
shots.
can- yeah. See if I can reroll the number of shots. Get to a 3.
Okay.
Not much better, but better.
Better. two more shots. Pretty good.
Okay, strength 9, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Okay, 2 hits. Wounding on
3s.
3s. Yep.
Strength 9. That's 8.
Okay, 2 wounds.
Okay, looking for 5+. Fails them both. 2d6. Pick the highest on each. This could be the end.
There we go.
6,
Ooh, much better.
and we're looking for 4. Yeah, you got one more. 2d6. Pick the highest.
Oh, that's right.
So we're looking for a 4+ here, and he will die. Nope.
Okay.
Down to 1 wound. Oh man, down to a single wound on the Seraptek. So.
All right, that's clearly the end of my shooting phase.
Yes.
We'll go into the charge phase. We're gonna charge this guy, and then did we take down one of my?
I don't think so.
No, we did not. There we go. Cool. So we're gonna charge this guy in.
Okay. What are we looking at here? Probably like a 5 or.
Yeah, it looks like 5 to
Yep,
get to
5.
his-
5 to go within an inch. So.
All right. Would you like to resolve your overlock?
Yes. So we get 6 D3 shots. See what we can get here.
Got 63.
6 D3. I wish it was 63 shots. That would be amazing. But alas, it is not. Doop. All right. It's gonna be hitting on 6s. 4 6s.
That could be dangerous.
Possibly, but wounding on 4s because it's only strength 8, so. 3. You will need your invulnerable saves, sir.
Okay, so that's gonna be 3 5-ups.
You got it.
Oh, I don't get any
Fails
of them.
them all. Alright, this is going to be 3d6 damage. I'm going to have to spend a command point on one of these because 5. So we'll see what we get. 3. So 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 wounds. 8 wounds down on him.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and try and make a charge.
Should still be on the same profile, right?
Yes, he is fine on his full profile.
Alright. Sorry, what's 8 minus 24? Is that
8 minus 24 is 16.
16? Okay.
You got it.
So we'll just say that he's at where's the little 10 guy on here? Whatever, he's at 16 wounds. Don't forget that. We'll find it in a second. We'll resolve this charge.
We'll put a 6 here. There we go.
I didn't want to get confused because this guy's down to his last 6 wounds, so
Oh, nice.
I didn't want to make it. Oh, alright.
Well, that's time for a command point.
Okay.
There we go.
He's
He's just in.
Alright, so there he is. He's ready to do some battle.
Doing battle. Alright, and
That would have been really sad if that didn't.
it would have been really sad. Okay, what do you got? What do you want to do?
Okay, so he's got with the he just needs to wound once, right?
Yes.
So he'll be wounding on 3s. if he... Where's his Reaper? So he'll be wounding on 3s with his Reaper Chainsword. How many attacks he has? 5 or 6?
He gets 4. 4
It's
attacks.
4 attacks?
Yep.
Okay. And it's, what, like 12 attacks if I use his feet?
Yep. That'll be D3 damage for those guys.
Let's see.
You only need 1 to go through.
I only need 1 to go through.
It's
so
wounding on 4s versus 3s.
I guess I want more attacks.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, so we'll use this. I really wanted to use this sword. But
I mean, you can.
we'll use his feet because that's probably...
Yes.
The odds are better that I'll probably wound. So 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hitting on 3s.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, there we go. Really good there.
Yep, and
So
4s.
that's 10 hits, and then wounding on 4s. Okay.
Alright, that's a bunch of wounds. I just need to fail 1 of these 5-ups. Basically, and he'll be dead. I don't know how many that is, I'll just use these dice. 5s, nope. He's dead by a mile.
Does he explode?
He
Can
explodes.
he explode?
Yes, he explodes on a 4+, actually.
Oh no!
2d6 on a 4+, and then on a 6, he explodes 3d6. So, yeah, I think a command point would be good if I fail this. So, 4+, he explodes. He does explode.
does.
And that's 2d6 inches
Let's see.
for 4.
Okay, so I think that's just gonna be up to him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's not gonna get to him.
Yeah, I'm thinking about spending a command point to see if I can get the
You have
Crusader.
you have 4 command points.
I should only have 3.
Okay, so you have 3 command points. Your integrity is a virtue.
I'm trying to think. What would I need to get to the Crusader for the explosion?
I'm trying to make sure that we're getting to the base of the lake here. You would need, I guess, a 7.
Okay, so I need a 5. No, not
I'll
worth
say
it.
a 7.
Not worth it. We'll just do D6 mortal wounds on the errant there.
Okay. 4.
6.
Oh, no.
He's down to 10 wounds.
Wow.
That's pretty brutal.
That is brutal. Alright, we'll just put this skull here for 10. Oops. There we go. Yikes.
Excellent. All right.
Alright.
And Seraptek is gone. He is toasted. His trans-dimensional explosion only exploding a little bit. But he did explode, at least.
He exploded on great power.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Explodes on 5s.
Explodes on 5s. Yeah, that's right. All right. And,
Alright, I don't have anything else left to do, so that's going to be the end of my turn.
excellent. All right, we'll go on to Necron's turn 2.
Just so we're clear, so I forgot to do the Taranis 6-up invul, or sorry, 6-up Feel No Pain roll for the knight here when he was taking his Overwatch. So we went ahead and resolved that off camera. He did get 2 wounds back, and then obviously he can't roll for the mortal wounds from the explosion. But so he's at 12 wounds instead of 10. So we are on bottom of turn 2. Nick is moving his guys, or he just did move his guys. You'll see we've got a Doom Scythe in a soaring position over the buildings.
He's soaring above the clouds. Yeah, so basically, with the Valiant moving back, he's a little less threatening than he was. He's still, obviously a pretty big danger. So my 2 main targets are going to be the Errants, which is getting pretty close to my lines, as well as the Warglaive on 2 wounds. So that's like, yeah, that's kind of what's happened, I guess. If I get lucky, I might be able to take out the 2 big knights, but that would be a lot of luck. So, with all that being said, I have there's nothing that needs to be living metalled and no reanimation protocols because everybody's on full health. So my will be done, and because he's Pharaon of the Seraptek dynasty, it is going to be he can do it twice. So it's going to be once on this immortal squad and once on that immortal squad. He is within 6 inches of both. And so is the Lord right here as well. These guys did have to advance, so they'll be at -1 to hit. I actually need to get a little dice to help me remember that, otherwise it could be a bad day. And now is the time, ladies and gentlemen, to enact the Lord of the Oasis's vengeance and call down the Oasis onto the Knight Errant. This is Emotek's special rule. Basically, I pick a non-enemy character, or a non-character enemy within 48 inches, which he is obviously within 48 inches. And that model will receive, on a 2+, he will receive D6 mortal wounds. So, on a 2+, he receives that many, basically, mortal wounds. So, I'm going to select him, and then anybody within 3 inches on a 6 afterwards will receive D3 mortal wounds. So, on a 2+, he receives this many mortal wounds, or he just will receive this many mortal wounds unless it's a 1. And it's a 5. He will receive 5 mortal wounds on that guy right there, and then on a 6, he will receive D3 mortal wounds. He does not receive any wounds.
So he's down to 7, I think?
Yep.
Okay.
5, 12 minus, yeah. So, 5 mortal wounds down on the errant. That's a good start. Let's go ahead and start the shooting phase with something that needs to be done, and that's going to be this Immortal Squad is going to shoot into the Warglaive. They're going to fire everything in there. It's the only thing they're in range of, so we're going to go ahead and take some pot shots. So there's 8 guys, that's 16 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. They are going to be hitting on 2s, and 5s and 6s will cause double hits. So, hit on 2s. Okay, 1s are bad. 5s and 6s do cause extra hits. So there's one, there's another one. There's another one, and we got one more here. Okay, and everything else should be good. And it'll be 5, 6 to wound, reroll 1s because the Lord is nearby. So 5, 6 on the Warglaive. Rerolling those 1s. Okay.
The Warglaive's in trouble.
He might be. He just might. Oh, also, when you take an unsaved wound, I am going to use 2 command points to spend on methodical destruction, so he is now +1 to hit for the entire army.
Okay.
And you have this many saves on your Warglaive. 6 saves.
Alright, let's see. I think he needs to just fail 2, right?
Yep, he needs to fail 2, but you get Taranis saves. So.
Oh, that's true. So he only failed the 1. Yep. So let's see. 6 up. Oh, almost. Alright. Okay, so he's down to his last wound.
His final wounds. Okay, next I think we are going to go ahead and do, we'll do those Tesla Immortals over there. Since they advance, they're going to be -1 to hit, but their will be done, and they're going to be firing into the errant, so it'll be +1 to hit. So on 5s and 6s, they'll be exploding. So there's still 8 of them, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So these will be hitting on 2s, exploding on 5s and 6s. Okay, these are bad, but pretty good round of shooting here from these guys. Okay, these are just normal hits. We got 2 here, 2 here. Start going into our pile here. 2 there.
This is from the other Immortal Squad?
Yep, okay. Yep, just stand in there. 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. Okay, and this will be wounding on 5s and 6s on your knight, because they're strength 5, and rerolling 1s because of the Lord. Okay, rerolling 1s. Oh, there's another one. Any other ones that you can see? Nope. Okay. 5, 6. Not translating anything, unfortunately. Okay. This many wounds on your knight. Here you are, sir.
Okay. There we go. So which one were you shooting at? You were shooting at this guy.
There,
okay.
Yeah.
So I have a 3. So just the regular 3 up save.
Yep. No AP.
All right. He fails. 1, 2, 4.
And 6 up Taranis. Taranis. Can you save a wound? You do save a wound.
So he takes 3 wounds.
I'll move this marker down to 4 for you, if you're okay with that.
I am.
All right. Next is going to be the. We have to do the annihilation barge in the back. He's going to shoot both of his weapons at the errants as well. Yeah, we're going to do that. So he's got, he's basically got 11 Tesla shots because of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. because they're strength 7 and 6, so it won't matter against toughness 8. So hit on 2s because you're +1 to hit because of my stratagem. So it'll be 2s to hit. And 5s and 6s explode. So there's a 1 there. Okay, so we got good there. We got good there. Good there. Good there. Okay. And we 5/6. No rerolls because he's not infantry. So just 5/6. Just 3. Out of all those dice, just 3.
All right, so just 3 3-ups.
You got it.
All right, so he just fails 1, and then Taranis save, hoping for a 6. And no, so he takes 1 more wound.
So it's down to 3.
It's down to 3.
Okay, big boy. Alright. Next Annihilation Barge is going to do the same thing. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? I think it's time to do the Doom Scythe here. So Doom Scythe is going to shoot his Death Ray into that knight there.
Okay.
And then he is going to shoot, actually, see, this is tough. Everything's kind of got some wounds on it. Yeah, this is tough. All right, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna split fire, because that always works. He's gonna shoot his Tesla Destructors, the front barge, into the Warglaive. So that's 8 shots into the Warglaive.
Which one are you shooting at? You shooting the Annihilation Barge then, or?
Yeah, so the Annihilation Barge is dead. So he's going to shoot his 2 Tesla Destructors into there.
Okay.
And then he's going to shoot his 3-shot Tesla something or other into there. It's strength 6, AP 0. So.
Got it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is into the Warglaive. Hit on 3s, and 6s will cause extra hits. So these are miss. But those are added on too, so I just added on these guys. So, and 5 and 6 wounds. 1 save.
Okay. All right, so 1 3-up save.
Yep.
All right, he's good.
Okay, and then we got the Tesla over there. Hitting on 2s, and 6s will cause extra into the guy there. Okay. Oop. Dropping dice, and 5 6. That's 3 wounds on that knight there.
Okay, so 3 3-ups. All right, and he makes all of them.
Okay.
They're strong. They're just trying to hang on as best they can.
All right, now we're gonna have to do the Doom Scythe into there with his Tesla Destructors, and then the Death Ray into there.
Okay, so, this is where it's gonna be a challenge.
Death Ray, D3 shots for 3. He's gonna be hitting on 2s because you're +1 to hit because of Seraptek.
Let's see. Hold on a second. So you're firing the Death Ray at him?
Yes.
Is this your last thing that can shoot, or?
Yes.
Can I rotate Ion Shields at any point in the shooting phase, or?
You would have had to do it at the beginning of.
Oh, okay.
No, you can still do it. I'll give it to you.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're just wrong. I wasn't sure if I could just do it at any point that you start shooting, or.
Are you rotating Ion Shields?
Well, for the Death Ray, right? That's AP minus what?
AP minus 4.
AP minus 4, so he'd be taking his 5 up. He's probably not going to make it. So, no, I'll save the command points.
Okay. So that's 2 hits so far with the Death Ray.
Okay.
And it's going to be wounded on 3s. You got 1 wound. I'm going to spend a command point on that. You got 2 wounds, minus 4 d6 each.
Okay.
On your boy. And that was my final command point.
Alright, so we're looking for 2 5-ups.
Yep.
Oh, he doesn't make either, so he's in trouble.
Good thing he didn't rotate Ion Shields because it wouldn't have made a difference. 2d6 for 6. And
okay.
Taranis saves, you have to make 4 6s.
Alright, let's see if he can do it.
I believe.
Valiant effort. Alright.
Does he explode?
Let's see if he explodes. No, he does not.
Okay, and then Tesla Destructors into the Warglaive there.
And if you just want to pull him off the table for me while you're there.
Here goes. Put him over here. And then we got the 2 Tesla Destructors. Gonna be hitting on 3s into the Warglaive, and 6s cause extra hits. Wow, not good. And 4 is a wound because it's strength 7. Oh, that's good. 4 wounds.
Okay.
Minus nothing.
4 wounds. 3 up. Ooh.
Needs a 6 or command point it.
Let's see. He just needs a 3 up, right?
Yes.
Ooh, how many command points do I have left? 4?
You have 4 left.
Okay, so I'll risk it.
Okay.
This is the last thing you can shoot, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So let's see if I can get a 3 up.
Oh, you're command pointing?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a command point.
It's down to 3 then.
And he's good. And he
Would have been a
clicks.
Taranis save.
Yeah, I get.
Alright.
I could have saved the command point.
Well,
Alright.
that is highly unfortunate. That Warglaive is the luckiest Warglaive possibly in existence. Actually, I might have one more shot. Possibly. Let me get a ruler here. Oh wait, no, just kidding. Because it's instead of shooting, he does his special ability. So don't ignore me. Ignore me. Luckiest Warglaive in existence, right there.
Do you have any charges to declare?
No, I'm not charging anything. I believe it is the end of the battle round, so we got to tally up our points here.
All right. So I was able to hold on narrowly. To 2 objectives, objective 1 and 4. So that's going to be 4 points for me, and you were able to hold on to objective 5 over there, and 2, so it's going to be another 4 for you.
Okay,
so it should just be another 1 point difference between the 2.
Okay, so it was 4 to 3. Now it's going to be 8 to 7.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Whew. This is a game.
This is a game.
All right. We'll see. We will. You want to roll the dice now? Here.
Yeah, sure. Before I forget.
All right. For the next battle round, let's see what the special objective is going to be. Oh,
6 all active again.
Okay. All right. That's what we're doing. All right. So we will be back after my movement phase. So I did my movement phase. I just moved my Crusader back, just because he'll still be in range of some guys that I want to see if I can knock off an objective. And I moved my Valiant up to objective 1, and then I decided to just move this guy. He's not going to make it. He's on his lowest profile, so I might as well just have him go strongly. You know, he's not going to go easy.
Not go quietly into that Dark Knight.
And then I spent another command point for this guy, just so he'll still be moving and firing on his full profile. So with that said, let's go ahead and start. He's going to fire everything he has into this, into his Lord, and he allows rerolls 1s to wound, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, so if I can take him down, I'll try to take him down, but he's on a 5-up.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. So 1d3 for his Thermal Spear. Just 1, so that sucks.
Needing a 5.
Need a 5? Nope.
Okay.
All right, and then 3 Stubbers.
Needing 6s because he moved.
Okay, so you got 1.
Yep. Needing a 5 because he's toughness 5.
All right, so nothing there.
Okay.
All right, let's move on into, we'll do the Valiant. So he's going to be doing some split firing. He's going to fire his Harpoon and his Twin Meltas. He'll be firing into the Doom Scythe. So we'll start with the Harpoon.
Okay.
All right, re-rolling failed hits because of the Harpoon. Okay, cool, so that's a hit. Wounds on 2s.
Okay,
all right.
And it's plus D3 damage, because he's got 12 wounds, so don't roll a 1 or a 2. Okay, you rolled a 1, so that's 11.
Alright.
So he's got 1 wound left.
Okay, so then we'll fire his Twin Meltas. So it's going to be 4.
4 shots hitting on 4s.
4 shots hitting on 4s.
Yep.
We're going to be hitting on 3s.
No, because you're -1 to hit.
Oh, that's right, yeah, you're right. Okay, so 2 hits there.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s. Okay, so 2 wounds.
Okay, and nothing I can do about it. See if he blows up. He does not.
Okay, cool. So then the rest of the stuff that he was going to split fire, I probably should have announced that, but we discussed it off camera. So he's just going to basically do his Harpoon and his Twin Meltas. He's going to fire his
Conflagration Cannon.
Conflagration Cannon into that infantry squad.
Yep.
And then he's going to fire his Siegebreaker stuff. He was going to fire...
One of the Annihilation
We'll say just because that one's the closest.
Okay.
We'll fire his Siegebreaker autocannons in there.
Yep.
And then the Shieldbreaker missile is, what, D6 damage, right?
Yep.
So, what is it? It's 1 command point for that stratagem if you want to fire your Shieldbreaker.
Yes. No, it's 2 command points.
It's 2 command points?
You got it.
That'll only leave me with like 1 command point, huh?
Correct.
So, is it worth it to try and see if I can kill your Warlord? I'm gonna say just because it's a game and we wanna be daring, I say I'll spend the 2 command points on it.
Okay, see if I get that back on a 5. I do not.
Okay.
So you're down to 1?
I have 1 command point left.
You can target my Warlord if you wish.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and target the Warlord We'll knock out that shield breaker thing now.
Okay. Hit on 3.
Ooh, 1.
Okay. Last command point.
Do I want to spend my last command point?
I don't know.
No, just because I want to see if I can get him to survive another turn. So
Okay.
So we'll save that last command point, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
All right. So conflagration cannon. That's going to be 3d6.
Yep.
All right, not bad. We
13.
got 11, 12, 13. So let's get these dice. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, so let's see if we can toast this infantry squad.
Win on 3s because they are sub 4.
All right, so looks like cool.
Oops, sorry. Need 5 ups because mine's 2. They are toast, in fact. So 2, 4, 6, 8. They're dead.
All right, that's the squad. And then he was going to fire his siege breakers at that annihilation barge. So what are that's 2d3, right? And he's got 2 of them, so it's
4d3.
43.
You got it.
All right, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 shots. I got 4 dice. So I need 4 more. All right, hitting on 3s. Okay, not terrible, not fantastic. All right, and then what is that wound on? It's a strength. Siege breaker strength 7, toughness 6, right?
Yep, you got it.
So wounding on 3s. All right, cool.
Those are -1. So looking for 5+. Makes 2, fails 2, and a d3 damage piece. I might get my quantum shielding on a couple of these, so no,
Okay,
just takes 2.
Just 2 damage.
Alright, he'll be down to 6. Down to 6.
All right, and this guy, we'll have him fire everything he's got. Let's see, the rapid fire battle cannon. That's d3 damage, and his Avenger Gatling is going to be 2 damage each. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll just have him fire everything he's got into
That barge there?
annihilation barge. Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so we'll start with the Gatling cannon. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hitting on 3s because he's on his full profile.
Yep.
Okay, so that's not terrible.
It's pretty good. Maybe 4s.
Wounding on 4, and that's a mortal wound.
Yeah, it's fine. He's going to be dead. Okay, so we got 5 saves +1 because mortal wounds, so look for 6s. And we got quantum shielding, looking for 1s. So he takes, he's dead.
All right,
Does
sweet.
he blow up? He does not.
Too bad.
Too bad, indeed.
Did not expect him to blow up. That's a lot of wasted shots. All right, that's the end of my shooting phase.
Got a charge? Any charges?
Yeah, I guess we'll try to charge because
I got an Overwatch, so.
this guy has no Overwatch.
Nope, he doesn't have a gun. My Overlord, or my Setun Ka does have Overwatch if you wanted to charge him as well, because I will heroically intervene.
I'm just gonna charge right into him.
Okay.
So I just need what?
An 8?
7 looks like to.
Okay, sure, 7.
So
I'll give it
see
to
if I
you.
can do that.
Yep.
And he does with the 7.
Cool. Go for it.
He's going right in.
You ready to go right into the combat phase?
Yep, we'll just roll right into it because that's my only guy.
Okay.
So we'll do his, what is it, his sweep or whatever? What does the most attacks?
Yeah, chain sweep does. It'll be strength 6 -2, 1 damage each.
Strength 6 -2, 1
And
damage.
I will declare heroic intervention with Setun Ka here.
And then how many attacks?
He gets 4.
It's 4 attacks.
So it'll be up to 8.
Okay.
So 4 attacks is a normal one, which do flat 3 damage, and then 8 attacks with his chain sweep. That'll do.
So we'll
1 damage.
do the 8 attacks. So 4, 5, 6.
And his normal attacks are strength 12. So
Yeah. So I mean, I could try to see if I could wound him on 2s, but I'm hitting on 5s, so I'm gonna try and I need more hits.
yes.
So I'm gonna see if I can just take him down. So 5s. Wow, not bad.
Okay, and it'll be 3's wound because you're strength 6. I am toughness 5.
See, I either wouldn't have made any of those, or would have made all of them? Or
Yes, I know. Yeah, that's the hard thing.
that's the. So
You can't kill him because I do have 5 wounds, so
Yeah, that's fine.
it's okay.
All right. So wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, 2.
So 2 wounds.
2 at -2. He does have a 2+ save because I gave him the relic, so it'll be 4+. It feels 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's down to 4 wounds left.
Just 1 damage, or is it?
Just 1 damage.
Okay.
Just 1 damage for that sweep strike. It's mostly used for hordes and stuff. So, all right, I will strike back. We'll start off with the Lord there with his hyperphase sword. So he's gonna be hitting on 2s. Okay, and it'll be wounding on 5/6 because it's strength 6. 1 wound -3.
1 wound at -3.
Yep, and it'll do 1
It's
damage.
gonna be a 5. Or no, he doesn't have it because he's ranged. So it's a 6 up.
Yep.
Okay, that's a 5. Does he blow up?
Taranis.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tyrannus save. Oh no.
Does he
All
blow up?
Does he blow up? No. All right. So he's just taking off.
He's gone.
Man, when you really want the explosions to happen,
They don't.
they just don't come.
They don't do it.
All right. So
Well.
I'm down to my last 2 models.
Yeah, last 2 models, please.
One's only got 6. He's only got 6.
Yeah, but the one command point thing is very, very powerful. So, and you still have the 1 command point left, which is good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go on to
Just for that.
Necrons, bottom of 2, bottom of 3, bottom of 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know about that.
All right. What'd you do?
Just moved him up. I mean, guys, the game's basically over at this point. It's kind of like the twilight hours, I suppose. Knights are very difficult for Necrons to deal with, and I don't have destroyers currently because
Still working on the
they're
collection.
in the works, and that's kind of the only way Necrons really deal with Knights. So, but we'll try our best and see what happens. So this Annihilation Barge is going to plink some shots into the old Crusader there. He's only going to be hitting on 3s because yeah, there's no more +1s anywhere. So also advanced Setun Ka, and he casts My Will Be Done on the Immortals and himself, and then he also
Try to take cover.
yes, he also they also advanced the Lord and Setun Ka both advanced. So all right, Annihilation Barge into your guy, hitting on 3s. Nice. Not even 6 hits. Gotta believe. Oh, just kidding. Got some there.
You're not believing hard enough.
5/6. Okay, you got 2-3 saves. If you could do 3 1s, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I shouldn't use. I'm not going to use those other dice. I'm going to use these dice. All right. So he's got that sanctuary buff,
Armor of
right?
the Sanctidine.
2 up. Armor of the Sanctidine. Thanks. So he's got a 2 up save, and he makes all of them with 5s.
Yep.
3 5s.
All right, this Immortal Squad will just take some pot shots into the Valiant there, and
And they do 23 points of damage.
yeah, no, he's out of range, so that's unfortunate. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. He's gonna be hitting on 2s, exploding on 5, 6.
Okay, what do we got?
I gotta go to
Oh,
some
we got some 5s and 6s here. Let me. 5s. There we go.
Okay, so
Those are
we'll
your 5s and 6s.
add these back in because they were misses. Okay, go here, 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 here. Alright, and we need 5, 6. We're only 1s because Lord. Oops, that was a 5. Oops.
Did you
There's only
re-rolls?
5 in there. Yeah, I already re-rolled, so pretty good amount of wounds, but there you go.
I would say that's a solid amount of wounds. All right. So I need
3s.
3 ups. That's a lot of wounds I got through. All right. Okay. Let's see. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. 5 wounds. Taranis. Nothing. So he takes 5 wounds to the face.
That he does. All right, it is the end of the battle round.
All right, so that's going to be 2. So another 4 points for me and another 4 points for you.
Correct.
Okay, so that's
1.
Yep. So you're still up by 1. You had 8 and I had 7.
Yes,
so you're at
correct.
12 and I'm at 13.
I should be at 12. You should be at
11. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
You're at 12. Sorry, you're at 12 and I'm at 11.
Yes.
That's what I
Okay,
meant.
and
Math.
we go into Knight's probable final turn.
Yeah, we'll
Four
see.
coming up.
Let's go ahead and roll the dice, because that can also...
Impact.
I could impact the game here. Alright, so 3.
Boom. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be worth 2 points. I will not be moving him. So we'll just come back. This will probably be the last turn. So we'll see what happens. So we are in top of turn 4 now, I think.
Yes, that is correct.
We'll have some careful editing, but this game is kind of entering its twilight hours, as Nick said. It's probably going to be the last turn. We'll see what Nick has available for the battle round. But I'm going to go ahead. So for the movement, I just moved him up just a little bit, just so he could be within 18 inches of that squad over there. And he's still within 3 on the corner of his base. And then I just kept this guy still. There was no point in moving him. I did spend my final command point to have him at his full profile.
And I did not get that command point back for Hyperlogical Strategist.
So we'll go ahead and I'm going to fire everything he's got into the Annihilation Bar, see if I can deny him a opportunity for a point. Alright, so let me just take all these wonderful yellow dice. There we go. So we'll start with the rapid fire, or sorry, the Avenger Gatling Cannon. It's going to be 12, so I got 4. Yeah, that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hitting on 3s. He's on his full profile. Alright, not great.
That's not gonna matter. Not gonna matter in the slightest. Looking at 4s.
That's really bad though. Alright, 4s. Wounding on 6, or more wounds on 6. So just 2 wounds.
Yep. Looking for 6 ups, and then we're looking for 1s for. Whoa! Come on, camera. Looking for 1s for. Yeah. So it takes 4 damage. He's down to 4.
I almost
Woo, buddy.
destroyed your Doom Scythe over here.
Yep, that'll happen.
Alright, okay. Alright, so then we'll fire the Heavy Stubber.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, 2 hits. Moving on 5s.
Yep.
Okay, 1 wound.
Looking for 4+. Makes it.
Okay. And then his whatchamacallit?
Rapid fire battle cannon.
Rapid fire
2d6
battle
shots.
Okay, so just 6 shots. Okay, 4, 6, hitting on 3s. Whiffing now.
Look for 3s.
3s. Okay, just 1.
Okay, looking for 6+.
He's gonna survive.
Nope, doesn't make it. And damage.
Just 1.
Okay, down to 3.
Okay. Alright, so for this guy, we'll go ahead and have him fire his Conflagration Cannon into the squad. And then, let's see, his Siege Breakers are just D3 damage, right?
Correct.
Alright, so I think that's all he can fire at this point, because he's just outside of 12 inches.
Where's the Siege Breaker want to go?
The Siege Breaker's going to go into that.
Okay, sounds good.
So we do really want to try and minimize what you have.
Go ahead.
Alright, so 3d6 for the Conflagration Cannon. I'll roll right here. Okay, so just 8. Oof, a lot of 1s and 2s now. 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then wounding on 3.
You got it. Toughness 4 for those guys.
Okay. Alright.
Looking for 4s because they're in cover, and it's -2. 1 dice.
Okay. And then he'll fire the other stuff. It's going to be 43. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's see if we can take out the barge. Wounding on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
Sorry, these are hits. Sorry, hitting on 3s. Just 3 hits.
And 3's to wounds.
Okay, 2 wounds.
Okay, looking at 5+ to save. Saves 1, fails 1, damage.
2.
Looking for a 1 for quantum shielding.
So there you
Makes
go.
it.
That's the shooting phase. Alright, so super unripe shooting phase. I did not manage to kill anything. That guy's down to his, last 3 wounds or
3
something?
wounds.
Cool. So then it's up to Nick for the bottom, and that'll probably be the game.
Most likely.
Alright. Alright, Nick, what'd you do?
So hop this guy, since he has a flag keyword, just hop him over here. He's just within 3 of that objective 5 there, and you can just see that fella right there. So, and then I cast My Will Be Done on this Immortal Squad. I did roll for Reanimation Protocol. He did not get back up, and I also cast My Will Be Done on the Setun Ka as well. So, let's go on to shooting. We are going to start with the Immortal Squad into there. So, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's going to be hitting on 2s, and 5s and 6s will explode. So, hit on 2s. Okay, that's bad, and that's bad. Do get quite a bit of 5s here, so get these guys out. My Will Be Done is really nice. I do like that about old Necrons here. Okay, and then it'll be 5, 6 to wounds, and rerolling 1s.
See a couple 5s and 6s right away.
Okay. Okay, you got that many wounds.
Okay.
A handful.
Alright, looking for some 3-ups. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like 4 go through.
Yep, 4 go 3. Okay, let's see for House Taranis. Save 2, so it takes 2 more wounds to the face.
Alright, sounds good. He's down to 16.
Yep.
Cool. Next is going to be Setun Khan himself. He does have the staff of the Destroyer, so it's going to be hitting on 2s. That hits, and it's going to be winning on 5, 6 because it's strength 6. You got 1 wound at -3.
Okay, 1 wound at -3. It's going to be a 4-up for his, that's the Sanctuary one, right?
Yep, yeah. It's the Iron Bulwark.
It's a 6, he's good.
Okay, 2,
yeah, Iron Bulwark is Warlord trait. You know what's going on.
Okay, and last will be the Barge back here. So he's going to be hitting on 3s, and 6s will cause extra hits. Okay, does okay. And it'll be 5, 6 to wounds. No wounds.
Nothing. Ooh. Alright.
And that'll be the end of the battle round. So I do hold 2, but you hold 2, and
one of them is the active. So it's so I have 3 to your 2.
Yeah,
right.
So I have 4. So we're even now. So we're on 14 apiece.
Okay, there we go.
You just +1'd that time around. So.
All right, I think we have enough time to see if we can just finish the game out. Then
Yeah,
it's still we're still tied in terms of battle points. I haven't even killed either of you guys.
Do you want to go ahead and roll to see which objective is? I'll go.
Sure. Yeah, you can roll.
5.
So
over there.
Yeah, that's that one.
Large.
All right, cool. So let's see what happens. All right, guys. So we are turn 5 now. The game is super close in terms of score. We're tied up now. I decided to not really... I moved my guy up here just a little bit just to keep him within 3, but also within 36 inches of him. He can't see the Annihilation Barge, so we're going to try and see if we can take that squad down. Maybe make it so that my knight has a chance to shoot at some characters, maybe. We'll see what we can do. But ultimately... Nick can still win the game if I roll really bad.
Really bad.
Yeah, well, last time I rolled really bad. So if it happens again, if lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yes, indeed.
I considered moving him up so that way I could try to get Line Breaker or something. Obviously I'd be giving up that point, but I was thinking maybe if I was able to make some things happen, I could essentially get more points than Nick, but we'll see what we can do. So we'll start off with him. So we'll fire the Gatling Cannon.
Okay, he is on his lowest profile, so it'll be hitting on 5s instead of 3s.
So 4, 5, 6.
For once in this game, he's finally
9,
bracketed.
10, 11, 12.
It's like they want to try and reward you for bracketing those guys, but it never really seems to help much.
So only 4 hits out of that.
Okay, 3 to wounds because I am tough as 4.
Okay, so just 2 wounds.
2 wounds, looking at 4+ because they're in cover. 1 dice.
Okay, and then 2d6 for the rapid fire battle cannon.
Yeah.
Okay, 10.
Nice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll look for some 5s and 6s. Right, so there's 2.
And 2's wound.
Okay, 2 wounds.
2 4+. One makes it, 1 dies.
Alright. And then the heavy
That's 3 from
stubber.
the squad. Sorry, guys.
Oh, he has 2 heavy stubbers, doesn't he?
Yep, 36-inch range, go for it.
Yeah. All
Dropping dice.
Oh my god.
Dropping dice.
6. Looking for 5s and 6s. Just 2 5s again.
Yep, looking for the 4s.
Alright, so nothing there. Alright, so then we'll move on to him. He's going to be doing some split firing. He didn't really move at all. So he'll fire his conflagration cannon again into those guys.
Yep.
And then he'll fire these guys into him.
Okay.
And then that'll be the end of my shooting, I guess. Because everything else will be just out of range.
Just
so
out.
we're really hoping that we can kill him. So let's start with the conflagration cannon. So 3d6. Okay, so just
pretty good.
So 11.
10.
Or sorry, 10. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Looking for 3s. Out of hits.
Wounding on 3s. All right.
Pretty good, I'd say. And these are going to be 4+. Failing 3.
Okay.
So 3 more dead. 2 left.
There's 2 left.
And they have lost 5 so far.
Okay, so it's 4d3.
Yep, and the Annihilation Barge.
Okay, so
Pretty
we got
good.
6, 7, 8, and 9.
Yep.
So that's what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on 3s.
You got it.
All right, not another awful round of rolling, which is what I told Nick would happen.
Possibly. 3s.
All right, 3's to wound. All right, so just 2 wounds.
Looking at AP -1, so it's going to be 5+ to save. Fails both.
Both.
D3 damage apiece.
Okay,
So,
so looking at
1
3.
can't do anything. 1, 2, he lives on that one. Nope, he is dead. See if he blows up. He does not.
All right, so that was critical for me because that denies him 2 points. So, all right, so that's the end of my shooting phase. I'm not gonna declare a charge because they're kind of in the building, so I won't actually be able to fight them. They'd have to come out and face me.
Correct.
All right, so with that said, Nick, we can just roll right into your phase.
Sure. Yeah, I'll hand the camera off to you. We're going to go ahead and do our reanimation protocols. So,
Wait, hold on.
got to do leadership real quick.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to swap out the battery here. All right, Nick.
Leadership on the Immortals because they lost 5. If I roll a 6, 1 more is going to run away. Nope, they're okay. Then we're going to do reanimation protocol. There's 6 that are dead and can potentially reanimate, so we're going to have 5s. None of them come back. That's pretty nice. And yeah, we'll go into the movement phase here.
That's why cryptex are such a big deal for Necrons.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it would have helped me this game here, Bill. I don't think.
I don't think it would have changed the outcome, but
No. Okay. Can you see me? I want to see if that fella can see me. I guess he can. That's fine. We'll just go with it. We're gonna do a final hoorah charge.
Oh, there we go.
Probably get smoked.
Necrons are fighting for every inch.
We're just gonna. He was just inside the building here, so we're just moving him out his 6 inches. Cool. And then we are gonna go ahead and go on to shooting phase. We'll do what will be done on himself and this Necron unit. The 2 Necrons that are left in there. So they get 4 shots. It's going into the guys here, hitting on 2s. 5 6s explode. Whoa. Okay. And winning on 5 6, reroll 1s because the Lord's still within 6. Nothing. Nope, rerolling that 1. Nothing.
Okay.
And Setsu Ka, he's got 2 attacks, or 3 attacks with his shooting.
I saw 2 6s.
3 hits, doesn't matter, he doesn't have a Tesla gun. 2 wounds, -3, and these will do 2 damage each.
Okay. So just a 3 up.
4+. Good. And we're in charge of the Lord first.
Okay, we're going right into it.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, so here, hold this.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm just not as good at managing my dice and my camera. Alright, so 3d6 for the conflagration cannon.
Yep. Wow.
Okay, 3.
3.
Wow.
That's, well,
Wounding on, are they both charging?
Yes, well,
Well, who's charging?
this guy,
Okay.
the Lord is charging
There we go.
first, the closer one.
Okay.
Going down to 3.
Okay, so 3 wounds.
Okay, looking at 4+ to save, because he's 2+ armor. Fails it, he's dead.
Is he really dead? Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah. It's,
Well, you had a
welcome.
2, didn't you roll a 2 and a 3?
No, it's -2, so
Okay.
it's
Oh, yeah,
6
you're right.
damage. Alright, Septon Ka is going to declare a charge as well.
Okay, so 3d6. Okay, so that's substantially better. So 10, 13, so 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. Okay. Alright, so wounding
Okay,
on...
I'll roll some dice here and see what happens. He is dead
Alright,
as well.
so that's slightly-
And yep, we'll concede there. So
Okay.
Imperial Knights strike again, as they always do. So we'll go into a post-battle report talk and see how things went.
We're gonna have to do a video on how to beat knights. We need to make anti-knight lists. All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll do a quick after action. I would say that was a pretty close game. What was the final tally we had? It was you had 15 and I had 17 points.
Yeah,
So I would say Nick completely disagrees with me.
I completely disagree.
I would say that it was actually a fairly close game until the end, and then it kind of became clear. But even then, even when I had really great, like 2 really strong models still left on the board, they weren't really delivering in terms of the dice rolls. All it took was one. Nick just needed, at the end of the game, you just needed 1 model to survive, and then we would have had to go into the next, or we would have had to roll to see if the game
the
goes
annihilation
on.
barge over there.
You know, if that was the case and the game didn't go on an extra turn, then I think I would have lost by a point. Because you would have had,
Yeah, that's a big if.
you would have had
though,
3
so.
points. But I mean, that's what it came down to.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah, I would have had 3, you would have gotten 2. It would have been tied at that point, I think. Because I would have gotten 3, you would have gotten 2, because you're still setting up 2 objectives. And I was sitting on 2, but one of them was active.
yeah.
So it would have been tied at that point.
So
Which for Necrons would have been really nice. Because like trying to be a Necron player and defeat Knights is extremely difficult. Because like Necron firepower, and I don't have like all the models yet either. That's kind of why I took the Seraptek. Moving on to the worst model of my army, I think is the Seraptek. And Bill and I were talking about it a little bit. And I think the reason is why I didn't like him is because the Necrons are built to be like a semi-horde army, and like that's exactly what Bill told me, and I agree with him.
in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with that too.
I'm sure there's plenty of people with Wraith spam and Destroyer spam that would like
Wraith
have a different
spam and
opinion
stuff.
on how you're
But
supposed to play Necrons.
even then, they are still, you can still kind of put a lot of models on the table.
That's true. You're still yeah, you're right.
So I was calculating the points, and this guy, I could take 18 Tomb Blades and 10 more Immortals for the price of him if I like shuffle around a few other points somewhere else. That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
You know, vice versa. I mean, that could have been another almost 3 full squads of like Necron Warriors as well. So
just
I mean,
bodies.
And that's the Knight's biggest weakness, anyways. Is for sure bodies. And we were talking about it too. It's a super cool model, and I think it definitely has like a use. But the problem is he's Nick's list was going up against the Knight army, and Nick essentially had to divide his list into one really powerful model that is designed to be anti-Knight, but it doesn't get any of the Knight kind of stratagems that we see in the Knight Codex.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to support,
Yes.
to make more durable. And
They can get like the dynasty specific stratagems, but those are very specific. Yeah, like I said, I like him, but I probably won't take him for a little while. He's cool, and like maybe if I'm against a non-Knight list, maybe I'll take him because then he might be fun.
I think if you had ended up spending, I think this would have been a totally different game if those 625 points were any of the other things that we had discussed. Because I don't think I would have, as much firepower as the Knights had, there was plenty of moments where I was rolling really poorly. I'm not sure if I would have been able, with what I had, 6 models, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the 6 models I had would have really been able to be as effective. But, you know, I mean, it's all conjecture. I do want to emphasize it's a really cool model. It has some really cool capabilities. It's just hard. It probably would have been it probably would have been much better on any list other than Knights.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's potential.
We'll try it. We'll do a game with Dark Angels, and we'll put that to the test.
And again, we were discussing like the problem of like super heavies in general in like competitive play or even just like fun games. They kind of ruin it a little bit, like in my opinion. They're just so dang hard, and it's just they're so powerful.
I think the problem with so we had somebody, Nathaniel. He was texting us during the game, and I've played a few games with Knights, and I've played a few like tournaments. I played a tournament where I had Knights with Dark Angels, and he was asking how I like Knights, and they're definitely cool models. And if you're a rule of cool guy, then this is for sure an army for you. Or even if you're new to the game and you don't want to keep track of like a horde of minis. But as an opponent against Knights, it's difficult because you either have to build a list that is specifically anti-Knight, in which case you end up with lists that might not be fluffy, and if you're into a,
or not balanced at all.
Or not balanced,
you tailor your list to defeat Knights, which is not something that I was going to do for builds.
You either try to play for fluff and you bring what you think they bring in the books, or you pay competitively where you try to min-max all your points and you try to do what you can, and in either of those cases, it's difficult when you're going up against Knights because you have to build a list that is either anti-Knight in both cases, but if you're a competitive player, that puts you in a difficult proposition where many factions are can be very good at being anti-Knight, but now they're not going to be able to beat the Horde players.
Yes, and I play Knights a lot. Like I have a ton of Knights everywhere. One of my favorite models is a Knight. He's a Knight Styrex from Forge World, and I just think they just kind of break the game.
And that Styrex won Best Painted, didn't it?
It did.
Talented painter.
Yes, it won Best Painted. It won Best Painted at the Slaughterhouse GT. And
Nasty Nick with this sick airbrush.
Yeah. So I don't think it's very healthy for the game to have like Knights like that or as powerful as they are, because you either tailor or you lose the hordes, and it's just kind of like a dice roll at that point.
Yeah, I agree. So you said that this was your worst. Do you feel like this was your worst performing model? At the end of the day, it only took out a Warblade. It did almost one-shot a Knight.
Yes, that is true. Almost, yeah. It was close.
If I had any other house other than Taranis, they'd be dead.
Yes. I should have rerolled one of the hits, but I forgot about Taranis, and that may have cost me the game, to be honest, because that Crusader did a lot of work.
A lot of work. The Crusader stayed on the table for the entire game.
Yep.
And I conserved. I was worried that not rotating Ion Shields at any point, because like those Doom Scythes are pretty vicious. I was worried that if I didn't rotate Ion Shield at some point, it was going to really cost me, but I'm glad I conserved my points. I'm glad I was able to keep him at the top bracket for most of the game.
Yes.
I would say the biggest mistake was the Shield Breaker missiles, and I didn't use those very well, but that's okay. It's a learning moment.
Those aren't like too much to use them on.
So and then you have your Immortals.
My best. Yeah, these guys, I knew they were going to be good. I just didn't realize like how good they were going to be, and what I mean by that is they kick out a lot of shots, especially with My Will Be Done and the Seraptek Stratagem. It's like 8 shots a guy they can kick out, because like they're going to get a 4 and a 5, and they're going to get their next hit. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots a guy, almost on average.
It definitely got to a point where I just stopped trying to keep track of
it. It's just a buckets of dice.
At first I was trying to keep track of the dice that you were like moving around, and like you were trying to see like which ones kind of exploded with the Tesla, and then I just stopped watching because it was just they're just so constant.
They're monsters, man. Like, could you imagine like this list against like a Horde style army? That would be gross. Yeah. Like I feel like I could just wipe the floor with like orcs, because I just move forward, Tesla everything, and it's done.
I am working on slowly but surely. I am working on a Gene Stealer cult army, so hopefully we'll be able to test that kind of stuff out pretty soon. At least here. Yeah,
and the fact is that these guys were helping down Knights pretty significantly, like getting a lot of wounds in and they're just troops choice for 150 points for 10 of them. Mm-hmm. Pretty freaking good. So close second would definitely be the Annihilation Barges. Their flexibility is pretty stellar. I like them. I like them flying. I like their speed. Their speed is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So
I had to kind of rethink how I was going to do a lot of my shooting because of the quantum shielding.
Yes,
they have a lot of D6 weaponry, which that's kind of where Necron shine, is when you have to deal with quantum shielding.
Yep. I think in the future, this guy's going to get the axe. I think I'm going to get some tomb blades. I think I'm going to get some destroyers, more wraiths, maybe some scarabs. I got a bunch of scarabs up there. You see those little guys up there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, little scarab swarms coming out. They're pretty cool. So
Scaraby boys.
yeah, more immortals. Maybe next time we'll do like wraiths plus scarabs plus more immortals and stuff like that. So Bill, take us through.
All right, so for my bottom performer, I put the Warglaives. The Warglaives, I've played with Warglaives in quite a few games now, and they just don't do it for me. I feel like they could be really good, but I just never seem to make them work. They didn't really. I don't even know if they killed anything in the game. I don't think they actually made any points for all three of the Warglaives that I had.
To be fair, I did focus them down.
Yeah,
they're like the bodies of the knights, and
yeah.
you just can focus the bodies to try and. I was trying to play the objective game because I knew I wasn't going to be able to kill you. So.
I mean, I did have the one Warglaive that really held on, and yeah. I would say I guess I shouldn't say that they were the complete bottom performers because he was able to secure an objective, my last Warglaive, for an extra turn, and if I did not succeed in that turn, then I think I would have had to rethink some tactics. The game was a lot closer than it could have been. You would have had more bullets to shoot at other things, so I shouldn't talk too much trash about the Warglaive. It did get me some victory points, but it did not get its points back in terms of damage output at all.
That's true.
I think the obvious choice for my best performing model would for sure be the Knight Valiant. He basically killed all three Doom sites,
yep.
I think.
Yep. He surely did.
Surely he did 2 in a single turn of shooting.
Yep.
That was pretty...
He always performs extremely well for me.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely underperformed towards the end of the game, where I just needed your Annihilation Barge to go away.
Yeah.
The game would have been over.
Yeah.
And he did nothing. But the Flamer was great, except when I rolled
triple one.
But it still killed him anyway.
Because I was rolling.
That was just unbelievable for me. But he obviously got his points back. He's like, what, like 587 points or something like that? With
594 with the two...
So with the
587 with the 2 missiles, 594 with the 2 cannons.
And I think a Doom Scythe is what, like 150 points?
150, yep.
So he got
450 points.
450 points in 2 turns.
Plus Immortals and all this garbage, you know. He like wiped out a squad of Immortals like that.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a good choice to pick the Crusader to give him that Warlord trait and to give him
the Relic.
Because that definitely kept him, the 2-up armor save, I think, kept him in a little bit longer, and giving him that Warlord trait of Mortal Wounds on 6. I mean, it came into play a couple of times,
yeah,
for sure, and I think that definitely helped make things easier. But he also got his points back pretty well. The other Knight did okay. It did deliver the finishing blow on Seraptek. So I would say, with the exception of the Warglaives, you know, which did, I guess, what they were supposed to. I would say every model kind of did its place, but for sure, the Valiant was the top performer in terms of shredding.
He's always very good. I've never had a game. He is going to earn another badge. So if you see on his arm here, he has badges of games that he's won. He's only died in a single game that I've ever played.
Where are those badges? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Look at these campaign badges.
Yeah, he's got campaign badges. So he's died in a single game.
He's running out of space.
Yeah, he is running out of space. I don't know where I'm going to put him. He will definitely have more victories in the future. So
we're starting to run long here, but in the future we'll try to figure out some like anti-knight strategies that we can kind of
while still maintaining balance.
Yeah, because you can metagame to the point where you could beat any list one at a time. But
yes, you can tailor a list, which is not.
We'll try to work on some all-rounder lists for each faction
that has the potential to be wins.
Yeah. Mobility and bodies.
Mobility and bodies is key. I do.
For sure. All right. Well, with that said, Nick, great game. Close game.
Yes. All right. Sure.
And thank you for watching Explodes on 6 Gaming. Keep watching.